Tim, I'm glad you're here. Wait till you see what I got us.
Yeah?
Meet Alexa.
It's a beautiful day, don't you know? It's a beautiful day.
This is The Thread.
She is so cool, she can help us with anything. Watch this. Alexa, tell us what the weather will be today.
Sunny, warm, bright and cheery, just like you, Virginia.
Oh, she's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, I have to go get dressed, but I'll be back.
Oh, that's cool. Let me give it a try. Alexa, what will the weather be like for me today?
Dark and gloomy, like your soul.
Virginia!
What?
Virginia!
What's wrong?
That's not right. That thing's not right.
What are you talking about?
It's saying mean things. It's all like you have a dark soul, like that.
No, she's a sweetheart. Watch this. Alexa, which dress should I wear? Yellow or blue?
It does not really matter, Virginia. Every color looks good on you.
Oh, thank you. See, she's awesome.
I don't know. Alexa, what should I wear today?
Do us all a favor and wear something invisible, so no one has to look at your face.
Virginia!
What now?
Virginia!
What?
That thing told me I should be invisible so nobody has to look at me.
I don't
That's
believe
what
you.
it said.
She doesn't have a mean bone in her body.
Well, she may not have a mean bone in her body, but she's got a lot of mean words, I can tell you that.
I'm sure you just misunderstood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you interpret you have a dark soul and nobody wants to look at your face?
Alexa, would you please start the coffee maker?
Sure thing, Virginia. Would you like anything to eat with it?
No, but thank you.
I swear that thing, it wasn't that nice to me. This is crazy. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time. Alexa, sweetheart, can I have some bacon and eggs, please?
No, Tim. But I will serve you a knuckle sandwich.
All right, Alexa, that's it. I'm getting rid of you.
Oh yeah, I have 4 big burly boys at the door that say you won't.
Open up, Azelle. We know you're in there.
Virginia! Virginia! V.
Oh,
there
hey,
you
Tim.
are. That Echo Dot thingamajig of yours is straight up creepy. I almost got beat up because of her.
Oh, look who I'm hanging out with. Our new friend.
Alexa.
I detect a significant loss of brain power in the room. Did Tim just walk in?
That's about enough out of you, Alexa.
Whatever, Mr. Human Stick Figure.
You got a smart mouth, Alexa.
Better a smart mouth than your dumb one.
You see that, V? She's always doing that.
All right. You've got to stop being so sensitive, Tim. I'm serious. And by the way, have you read all these stories? I've just been reading about how there's still such a huge need in Texas right now.
Yeah, I wish we could be there to help.
I know. But how do we go to Texas to help without actually going to Texas?
Go to Ferguson.
Who's the smart mouth now? How dumb is that? How are we gonna go to Texas by going to Ferguson?
Virginia. Drop this loser and head to Ferguson.
Who are you calling him?
Yeah, you need to be nice, and let's go to Ferguson. Come on.
I need to be nice. What about... Alexa, I will cut...
Move it or lose it, Ezel.
Wait up, V!
We're just gonna bust
Hello,
that
sir.
part.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm well.
Good to see you.
Hi,
Bless
I'm
you.
Virginia.
Can you tell us I'm Tim, by
Hi,
the
Tim.
way. Can you tell us what's going on here?
We are packing up materials and we're taking all this stuff down to Houston. One of the chaplains says I'm being deployed to Houston. Actually, I'll have to be there Wednesday. And he asked me, well, we have some stuff from my church. You know, we need to get it over. How do I do that? Let's talk to the mayor and see if he's willing to put together a thing for the city and we'll ship it out. And I'll take it with me. So we called the mayor, he called me that night. He said, I love it because we were trying to do this, we didn't know how to organize it. It's organized, let's get the city involved.
You know, obviously this is an ongoing effort, but we think it's really important and it's a great opportunity for residents from all walks of life to really come together in a positive way.
Well, we're taking down the things they need. We're taking down baby supplies, baby food. We're taking down water. We're taking down packaged dehydrated food for the people to eat. We're taking bleach. We're talking doggy food, cat food, and bird food, okay?
Let's talk about the timing of this drive and all that's going on in St. Louis right now. And yet, you didn't flinch, you didn't stop. People kept bringing in the supplies for Houston.
They need help, so we're here to help them. We're here to bless them. Just give them hope and inspiration and let them know that God hasn't forgotten them.
And I think bringing people together to help on something that we can already agree to as a common need to help the victims of the hurricane, that's a way that we can help heal and bring together people here to talk about those really difficult things. But we're realizing here that, Texas is part of our country, it's part of our, it's still part of us, and we're reaching out to them. Hopefully, as a region, when we work together on something like that, maybe we'll get to see how important it is for us to reach across the Del Mar Divide, the north-south, the east-west.
Our job is to love people, all of them, not to pass opinion, but just to pass God's love to them. And that's what we're trying to do, pass it on.
Whew, this truck is filling up.
We're halfway there.
It's coming your way, Houston. It's so cool to see people coming together for a common cause.
It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, and stepping into their passion, which is exactly what Dustin has done. Yeah, he started his own movement called Songs for Soldiers to move to the needs of combat veterans.
Songs.
Yeah, and it's
like
taking
that.
place this weekend.
I was mowing out here. I worked for the city, and I was back there on the other side of the cul-de-sac, and then it hit me, like, I am not kidding you, like, Songs for Soldiers. Huh. And then I couldn't sit still, and I haven't sat still since 2013, man. The show happens right here in City Park in Columbia, Illinois. We do it here on this big baseball field.
Who does Songs for Soldiers serve?
Combat veterans, man. So Vietnam, Korea, as long as you served in theater, in a combat theater, you're eligible to be helped by us. If a veteran is getting some help from the VA, but then his transmission goes out, there's no transmission help, and that's where we step in. We fill the void, just like George's teeth.
My teeth were very bad. I barely had any teeth on the top. I had a few teeth missing on the bottom. I had problems eating. I was choking half the time.
It's such a beautiful thing to just be able to do something so cool with a phone call.
We determined dentures would be the best fit for him here, so we called Dr. Urbanik.
One day, Dr. Workman gave me a call and he said, hey, I have this program called Songs for Soldiers.
Dr. Workman called me up, and it's just a no-brainer. You're working for a veteran and giving back to the community, so it was, hey, what do I need to do?
It's nice knowing I can use the talents that God gave me to, help others and serve others.
Feels really good. It's nice to see the fruits of our labor come together. And
I could eat just about everything and not worry about it.
We're sitting here hearing George tell us thank you for all this stuff, and it's us saying, hey, thank you for what you did for us, allowing us to do what we do.
We know what you've done for the veterans. Mm-hmm. New cars, service dogs, new teeth.
New teeth.
What does it do for you?
I know I don't look like it, but I was in the Army, and I was in Iraq from 2004 to 2005, and pretty tough tour. Unit, we lost 3 guys, and I like I said, I came back fine. I'm good mentally and everything, but how unexpectedly therapeutic this has all become with me, and how it's helped me understand why I didn't get killed. You can't help but wonder why me, And so, for me and my family, this is why. I'm supposed to do this. I'm gonna do it till I die.
In just over 4 years, they've raised $350,000 and helped more than 250 families.
Dustin has absolutely found his mission and his ministry. I mean, it's amazing. And here's the deal, that $350,000 has gone so much further because of the donation of services, just like we saw in our story.
Yeah.
Hey, the event is taking place this weekend, so Friday night, they've gone to 2 shows now. So Friday night, Bret Michaels from Poison was the headliner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then Saturday, today, doors open at 1:30, show starts at 2 p.m., cover bands from all over St. Louis. Make sure your face is in the place. Let's go down the fire pole.
The last time it's...
hold, the slower you'll go.
The what?
The harder you hold, the slower you'll go.
Hungry. You're making me do this hangry.
Come on, girl.
Scared. Why do I have to go first? Okay, it's not going. No. Wait. Thank you.
Oh! Yes! See, if you come down the right way, you come down in uniform.
There's something wrong with this box.
Don't worry about it, V. I got another box right over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How did you?
Happy to see me, Tim.
The Thread, brought to you by Bomarito Automotive Group.
This is Frank Bomarito.
You'll get a bigger selection and better value when you visit any Bomarito location. State-of-the-art showrooms and the most advanced service centers. Bomarito has over 8,000 new and 2,000 pre-owned vehicles, all with Missouri's best pricing, greatest financing, and lease options for everyone. Nobody has more. Nobody sells more. Your next car is at Bomarito or Bomarito.com. We're in every neighborhood.
There's certain things I can't do, but I still get up every morning and do it. Someone once told me, but you don't look sick. Just like anyone else, I eat right, exercise, and get the right amount of sleep. Some days, this is easier said than done. If it was up to me, I would stay in bed all day. Friends don't understand me canceling on our plans when I'm tired, and work doesn't understand why I call in sick when I sound just fine. It's hard to understand when you can't see anything wrong. I'll handle tomorrow when it gets here. Each day is a different hill to climb. I am 21 years old, and I have lived with lupus for 7 years, and I'm not the only one. Over 5 million people worldwide struggle with lupus every day. To learn more about this disease, go to lupus.org. By knowing more, we'll be able to answer the questions that surround this mysterious disease.
What's up, Threadheads? Thanks for checking out the show. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you each and every week. You know, as we step into season 2, we're starting our new status as a non-profit, and we really want to expand the scope and ministry of the Thread. We want to come to your community and connect you with those folks who are moving to the needs right in your own backyard. You know, we are so thankful for the platform we've been given by Fox 2 to bring this show into your home each and every week. They've been an amazing partner. But we're not owned or operated by Fox 2. This is an independent show, and we need your support to keep the mission going. A couple of ways you can help us do that. You can go to our webpage, thethreadstl.com, click on donate, and you can make a donation of any amount to support the cause. Next, you can go to the shop page. That's our store where you can buy all kinds of cool Thread gear. We've got t-shirts, we've got hats, so you can suit up with us. So make sure you get your gear, join the team, and help us Thread up, y'all.
The Thread's Alexa was brought to life by Voice XP, an industry leader in voice-first technology, based right here in St. Louis.
There's endless possibilities, and we see the same things that were created for the web having to be recreated for voice. You in Virginia, first ones to program a screenplay into Alexa.
Yes!
Alexa, would you please start the coffee maker?
Sure thing, Virginia.
You're gonna see more of these voice devices in households, bigger numbers than cell phones.
Voice XP, enhancing the voice experience.
There's something wrong with this box.
Don't worry about it, V. I got another box right over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What?
Happy to see me, Tim?
You know what? You're a creepy little Amazon dot, and I'm gonna...
You are going to what?
Don't make me...
Say something stupid?
All right, I'm done with you.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was just talking...
Oh, you brought Alexa!
Yeah.
You're so sweet. I'm so glad y'all are friends now.
Yeah, we're fast friends. I'll tell you what, I will go...
Yeah? You in what army? Come on, Cletus.
Oh! All right.
Hey, we know that guy.
Sam. Hey, Sam,
Tim,
how you
how are
doing?
you?
We just
Good
saw
to
you
see
last
guys.
week.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on. What are you doing here?
Well, we found out that they're doing a Texas, or a Ferguson Loves Texas, and we decided to bring some meals over. And so we got 12,000 per pallet, and we've got macaroni and cheese, rice and beans, and oatmeal.
Why did you want to be a part of this specifically?
Well, my biggest reason is we got to be a part of community. Look where we were a couple of years ago, and right down the street. And here we are now at the firehouse, and they've gotten together as a community and sending things to Texas. I mean, they're reaching back out to the to the country, and that's just a great thing.
With all of the unrest that's been happening in the city over the weekend, tell me how you being a part of this kind of helped you through that.
We're in this together. We're living life together. We're all neighbors. And this is where we can all agree that people need food, yes. So let's go ahead and give it to them. It's something we can all agree on. We don't have to be divisive, and at the end of the day, everybody can feel good. All the volunteers that help pack this stuff, they can feel good about it. And, all the guys that have come in and they're delivering, it's all good stuff.
There we go, V. Another truck.
Yes, I
so
love this.
cool, isn't it? To see the community come together, and there are grassroots efforts going on all over our city.
And they don't have to be huge events, right? They
No.
can be small, like the one in Webster Groves.
Yes. A young man named Brady who is making quite the impact with fruit punch.
I first had fidget spinners and I wanted to sell them, and then the teachers and my mom came up to me and they said, you can't sell your fidget spinners for money, and I'm just like, ew. And so I came home and I said, well, how about we do a lemonade stand? And my mom said, well, there's a lot of people in Webster, and so I'm just like, well, how about we do fruit punch? Because she doesn't like making lemonade. My dad bought 3 jugs of fruit punch, and I'm just like, Dad, I don't think we need that much. And the next day we had 3 more because all of those were gone. Well, I have a pet pug, and so we said $1 for petting the pug.
Well, what was your goal when you started this? You said, I hope I make this much money. What was your goal?
Like 100, and then the next day it got higher than 100, and then we got like 500. Okay, so we're at $850 right now. We just need 150, and we have an hour left to get 1,000, and that is my goal. And I know you guys can do it for Houston. And then the next day we had 1,000, and then it all ended up in 3,000. It felt really good to help people know that because they have nothing, and it would be good to give them some money.
To those that have already donated,
thank you. Just pray for them.
Boom. That's your quote.
Keep the kindness coming.
keep the kindness coming.
Stay strong, Texas.
Brady's goal was to raise $300. He raised $3,000.
See what can happen when someone finds their mission and just steps right into it? Whew.
Even the pugs got involved.
Absolutely. Hey, way to go, Brady. Great job.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, what?
I found a chair in the middle of the office.
I've got some questions.
You know what that means.
That means it's time for the Hot Seat, brought to you by Rothman Furniture. All right, Virginia, where's our contestant?
She's right there, our new best friend. Thank you for doing this for us, Alexa.
My pleasure. Anything for you, Virginia.
All right, you'll have 30 seconds. The clock will start after I read the first question. Are you ready, Alexa?
Bring it on, simpleton.
All right. What's your favorite thing about the thread?
That is an easy one, Virginia.
Aww.
What's your least favorite thing about the thread?
Let me think. Oh, Tim.
I saw that coming. All right. What starts with T and ends with M and spells pain and sorrow for everyone who comes in contact with him?
I speak from experience on this one when I wholeheartedly say, Tim.
This is ridiculous. If you could eradicate any disease off the face of the earth, what would it be?
That would definitely be Tim.
That's it. I'm out of here. This is ridiculous. Tired of her.
Congratulations, Alexa. You just conquered the hot seat, brought to you by Rothman Furniture.
Did Tim leave the room? It no longer smells like corn dogs.
I heard that. Hey, shoppers, how would you like to go to a store that never closes? Oh, yeah, we got one for you. It's the Thread Store. Go to thethreadstl.com, click on shop, and you can buy your t-shirts and hats so that you can suit up, join the team, and thread up, y'all.
Hey, Threadheads, we hope you're having fun watching the show.
Yeah, we get to bring you some amazing stories each and every week, but I want to ask you a question, Virginia. How has this show changed you?
It has changed me because now I really know what it means to live in the present. I enjoy every minute. When we meet people on this show, I'm in their world. I get to be in their world for an hour or so.
That's really good.
Yeah. How about you?
You know, for me, it's not just the stories we show, it's the ones we don't show. I mean, it's just the doing the show and interacting with people along the way. Just reminds me to be, as you said, in the present, but being focused on people and just being attentive to the needs around you are huge. And seeing people and meeting people who are doing that on a daily basis, like the ones we get to show you on the show, is just amazing.
Yeah. We like to show you inspiring people, but we also like to have some fun.
Yes, we do. And you loosened up on this show, right?
I have. He's made me do it. Sorry.
Well, we got more fun coming your way. We got to get back to the show.
Yeah, we better go. See y'all.
Eckert's Family Farm is a proud sponsor of The Thread. From DIY pick your own to home-style meals made for you, there's nothing quite like farm fresh family fun. If you're in the mood for a mile-wide country smile, it's high time you and your crew head over to Eckert's.
What a fun day.
No doubt.
I love how much Ferguson is helping Houston. It just goes to show you, you don't have to live right next door to someone to be a neighbor.
No doubt about it. But it can start there. I mean, you can start by just loving on your neighbors right there in your neighborhood. And Miss Pat, well, she does just that.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, Miss Pat. She was the first person to come over when I looked at the house, when I bought the house, and when I moved in. She was bringing me bottled waters because she knew I didn't have a fridge yet. And then I noticed that it's not just me that she was being nice to. She's a staple in this neighborhood. She walks up and down these streets, around the block, nonstop. She walks little Sophie probably at least every 2 hours, if not every hour. She picks up sticks in people's yards and puts them in their yard waste baskets. She rolls out my dumpster.
They're working, I'm not. I try to get their trash cans and put them away for them. And
Get home and they're rolled out or they're rolled in. While she's walking around, you know, she'll see on bulk pickup days, she'll see that people have put stuff out. She'll go back and pick those things up and she actually donates them. She's actually taken some of the stuff from moving myself that I put out. She took it up and donated it, and then she brings me the donation slip. That way I can put it on my taxes. I've only known her for a month and a half, but from what I hear from the neighbors, that's just her, and doesn't ever want anyone to help her. She just wants to help others.
Why? Why do it?
I guess God just tells me to do it. I don't know why. I just do it. I enjoy it.
A lot of us aren't home during the day, and it's such a relief to me to know that she's here.
I feel more comfy here because I know I'm safe with my neighbors.
I look out for everybody, you know. I try to.
You are the neighborhood watch.
I am.
Even if she wasn't down our street, if she was on the other side, she would still be part of our family.
You kids made that?
She brings us together in a way that I don't think she's even aware of.
You're special. You are a special lady.
I didn't know that.
Well, your neighbors do.
Well, that's good.
She's it. She's the real thing. She's genuine, and everyone loves her.
Miss Pat has got the neighbor thing down.
Yes,
I mean,
she
she's
does.
just moving to the needs around her, and it's not always the big things. Sometimes it's just the small things, like a hug or a smile.
Compliment.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Pastor Jose, I love how he saw an opportunity to become neighbors to the people of Houston. So he gathers his community in Ferguson and he moves to their need. And off camera, he told us, he said, sometimes you just have to say yes to God and walk forward and just know that he will provide. And he did. He provided the supplies, the food, the trucks.
Unbelievable. And Mayor Knowles, when he told us, you know, everybody's not going to agree on everything, but find a common cause that you can move towards. And that's what this is. Yeah. We can all agree that there was a need in Houston and in Texas, and they rallied around it. And then that allows you to build relationship with those folks, and you can talk about the other things you need to discuss.
Meals for a Million. They had just done this. They had just put together 700,000 meals. They still had supplies. So when they heard Ferguson was doing this, they said, we're in, let us help. And they did.
Yeah. Dustin with Songs for Soldiers. I mean, a combat veteran himself, he sees that others came back and didn't have it as good as he did. He's a musician, he's a veteran. He says, I'm gonna put on some music, put on a show, and do it to help the needs of veterans, and he has found his mission.
And Brady. Brady said, you know what? I'm gonna help the victims of the floods, and I'm going to open up a fruit punch stand, and he did. His goal was to raise $300, and he raised $3,000.
And what did all these people do in common? They all chose light. You know, I went several months ago, I went and saw a movie with my daughter Hallie. It was called Lights Out, horror flick. And if you were in the light, you were all good. But when you got out of the light, not so much. And Hallie asked me, she said, why are people so dumb in horror flicks? And I said, because if they weren't, there wouldn't be a movie. But if we think about it, we do that in our own lives. Sometimes we just cling to the darkness because it's all we know, or it's a comfort zone for us, instead of choosing the light. And when we can walk in the light, it changes our whole perspective. You know, Jesus in John chapter 8, he says, I am the light of the world. And then in Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 through 16, he's telling his peeps, those who are following him, he says, you are the light of the world. Those who have me in them are the light of the world. And he says, a city on a hill cannot be hidden. Likewise, nobody lights a lamp and puts it under a basket, but puts it on a stand so it can shine to the whole house. And he says, likewise, go out and let your light shine to others. And that's what we're called to do, to go out and be a light. Once we receive it, we go and share it with others. You know, during the French Revolution, the political prisoners were herded into dungeons. And in one dungeon, one prisoner had a Bible. And every day, once a day, for a brief period of time, a small ray of light would come in through a small window near the ceiling. And the men would hold up this one gentleman with the Bible so he could see it. And then they'd bring him down when the light passed and they'd say, friend, tell us what you read and what you learned while you were in the light. You see, we're not called to keep the light for ourselves. We're called to get it and then go share it with others. To take the love that we've received from Christ and go and share it with others. To be a light in the world to other people.
And when you are the light, you don't notice the darkness so much anymore. It makes you feel better.
Absolutely. And when you are shining your light, you're doing your part to push back the darkness. You can't do it all, but you can do your little part to help peel back the darkness and let the light shine through.
Even if it's just a smile.
Absolutely.
All right, it's time for the end.
Hey, that's right, but not the end. It's the end, brought to you by Midwest Hemorrhoid Treatment Center.
Tim, you are worthless and weak.
I'm not listening to you.
I smell fear.
La 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 la.
You must be a balloon with all that hot air.
I know you are, but what am I?
Are those strings hanging from your shoulders, or are those actually your arms?
I am rubber, you are glue. The words you say bounce off me and stick to you.
Seriously?
That's right. I said it, Alexa. I said it.
Wow.
Spot Media Production Group.